Sister Wives. Kody Brown's shocking admission about his devastating past explains so much about his failed marriages. He kept a major secret from his wives. Kody Brown's messy saga continues to unfold on Sister Wives after the devastating end of 3 polygamous marriages. Kody introduced viewers to his wives Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Cristin Brown in Season 1. By the end of the season, he had added a 4th wife, Robyn Brown. The family proudly overturned misperceptions about polygamy and fascinated audiences as they managed 18 children and 4 households. Kody and his wives were devoted members of the Apostolic United Brethren, a fundamentalist Mormon sect. Unfortunately, it soon became clear that Kody favored Robyn over his other wives, and the family's plural culture began to unravel. Cristin left Kody, followed by Janelle and Meri. Kody's religious beliefs shifted as his polygamous lifestyle imploded, and he started to stray from the conservative views that had defined him. Kody's latest revelation gives more insight into his background and why religion became a driving force in his life. In the most recent episode of Sister Wives, Kody made a stunning confession. He recounted how he had lost his virginity to a woman he dated in college prior to marrying Meri at age 21. Kody called the shame he felt after the experience devastating. Kody has been shown throughout Sister Wives' 19 seasons preaching about the importance of purity culture. He warned his children about the dangers of premarital intimacy, even kissing. Cristin stated that she and Kody didn't kiss until they were married. The Brown women were also taught to wear extremely modest clothing, particularly in the show's early seasons. When Robyn joined the family, she gave a tearful speech to the children about her regret over giving away her purity as a young woman. The topic was surrounded by shame, and her experience was used to instill fear about sex outside of marriage. Kody's confession that he had broken a major rule of his religion is extra shocking because of his pious attitude towards sexuality. The shame he felt likely swayed his decision to pursue polygamy and push purity culture onto his children. Kody believed he had committed a great sin, and he had to prove his devotion to make up for it. The anecdote also explains Kody's unique bond with Robyn. He and Robyn had similar experiences as young adults, which is likely why they shared a similar attitude about plural marriage. As the Brown children grew older and Kody's wives adapted to their newfound independence, Kody and Robyn still clung to their dream of living together as a united family. It seems both Kody and Robyn were looking to their religion's encouragement of polygamy as a way to atone for their mistakes, despite Kody's other marriages already hanging by a thread. Although Kody said he opened up to Robyn about his past soon after meeting her, he never told Janelle or Cristin. This demonstrates how Kody's marriages to Janelle and Cristin were never on equal ground with his other marriages, something that was a sure sign of impending disaster. Kody's choice to keep his past a secret from Janelle and Cristin proves how strained their relationships were from the start. It also explains why Kody's wives struggled to understand some of his views when it came to religion and polygamy. If they'd been aware of the shame Kody buried, they may have more easily understood his motivation. But with no open communication, it's no wonder Kody's marriages didn't survive. Despite being one of the most famous modern polygamists, TLC's Kody now lives in monogamy with Robyn. He grew disillusioned with his religion, citing the control it had over things as minor as his hairstyle. As he became distanced from the belief system that had pushed him toward polygamy in the first place, Kody was no longer forced to pretend his marriages were functioning. He neglected to nurture his relationships with Meri, Janelle, and Cristin, which led them to eventually leave him. Kody now no longer believes in polygamy. He admitted it's unsustainable and prevents true intimacy. It's no coincidence that after 19 seasons of Sister Wives, Kody is now able to talk about his past and admit he hasn't always been perfect. His ability to shed his facade and be honest about his mistakes demonstrates Kody's evolution away from the man who appeared in Season 1. Kody's shame contributed to his decision to live plural marriage, but as his religious conviction dwindled, so did his commitment to his wives. It had always seemed like Kody Brown, the infamous patriarch of the polygamous Brown family on Sister Wives, was a man of many secrets. From his often unpredictable emotions to his strained relationships with several of his wives, Kody's journey through his marriages was anything but straightforward. But in a shocking twist, the family patriarch finally confessed to something that explained so much about his failed marriages and the complex dynamics within his family, a devastating secret about his past. Kody's admission came during a particularly tense family discussion. The Brown family had been facing turbulent times, especially with the recent breakups that seemed to be escalating. The cracks in Kody's marriages had been visible to the public for years, but it wasn't until this crucial moment that Kody himself revealed the true nature of the personal demons he had been hiding from his wives and the world. "I've been running from it for so long," Kody began, his voice shaking with a rare vulnerability. His usually confident and assertive demeanor had softened, revealing a man who was grappling with something far deeper than anyone had realized. "It's been buried, and I didn't want anyone to see it. But it's the reason why things haven't worked out. It's the reason for so much pain. I didn't want to admit it to myself, let alone to all of you." The wives exchanged looks, confusion, and curiosity, mixing with the tension that had already gripped their family. Mary, his first wife, was the first to speak. "What are you talking about, Kody?" she asked, her voice tight, as if anticipating another bombshell. "What secret are you hiding?" Kody took a deep breath before speaking again. "I grew up in a family that didn't know how to love properly. I was raised to believe that love was a transaction, something to be earned, something to be used. My parents were never affectionate with each other. There were no hugs, no kisses, no real sense of intimacy. Love was about obligation, and that's how I learned to approach relationships." Robin, Kody's fourth wife, looked at him with a mixture of sympathy and confusion. She had always been the most understanding of Kody's actions, often defending him when others criticized his behavior. But this revelation was new. She had never heard Kody talk about his childhood this way. "You mean your parents didn't show you love?" Robin asked softly, as if trying to piece the puzzle together. "But how did that lead to all of this?" Kody's face fell. "I never knew how to express love, Robin. I didn't understand it. It wasn't that I didn't love you all. It was just, I didn't know how to love properly. I kept expecting the love I gave to be enough, but it wasn't. I didn't realize that real love is about vulnerability, about giving yourself without expecting anything in return. That's what I was missing, and it's what made everything fall apart." Cristin, Kody's third wife, sat back in her chair, her arms crossed over her chest. She had always been the most emotionally open of the wives, and Kody's revelation hit her harder than she had expected. For years, she had fought to make their marriage work, often pushing through her own pain and frustration. But now, hearing Kody's admission, a new understanding began to form. "So, you kept this from us all this time? This is why you've always been so distant, so disconnected." Cristin's voice was a mix of hurt and realization. "You've always been physically here, but emotionally, we've never really had you, have we?" Kody's head dropped in shame. "I didn't want to hurt anyone," he admitted, "but by keeping this secret, I've hurt all of you. I thought I could just push through it, but I can't. I've tried to love you the way I thought I was supposed to, but I never learned how to do it right." Mary, who had been silent up until this point, stood up. Her expression was a mixture of disbelief and deep sadness. For years, she had been the loyal wife, the one who had stuck by Kody's side despite the deep emotional void between them. She had hoped that their bond would strengthen, that Kody would one day see her as more than just a partner, but as an equal. But now, it seemed, the distance between them had been a result of something much deeper than she had ever imagined. "So, all these years, it wasn't about me. About us?" Mary's voice cracked with emotion. "It was because you never understood what it meant to truly love. You've kept that from me." Kody's eyes filled with tears. "I never wanted to hurt you, Mary. I didn't know what to do. I thought if I just gave you all the things I thought you wanted, time, attention, gifts, it would be enough. But it wasn't. I didn't realize that what you needed was my heart. My real, raw heart, and I never gave it to you."